Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisbeth, and I am from Denmark, and I am a textile collage and mixed media artist. Please excuse my imperfect English. I'm not used to speak English public. In this video, I would like to do a flip through of the 20 collages I made in a collaboration with Corey from Corey's Art Cafe. Before I do that, I would like to say a big thanks to Corey. It has been a joy doing this collage collaboration with her. Also, I would like to say thanks to her for inspiring me and pushing me to do this channel and begin to make videos. It has been a tough learning process for an elderly, non-very technical lady like me, and much to learn. There's much to learn yet. When I do process videos, I can't both talk English, work, and keep an eye on the technical side. Therefore, I don't say a peep in the process videos. A little about the Dogma Rules. In Denmark, the Dogma Rules thing began in the 80s with a bunch of movie directors who made a manifesto where they decided to work after a set of Dogma Rules. The rules could be natural sound, only the natural light from when they were filming, the actors used their own clothes, and so on. Perhaps you think rules are an awful thing, but in some way it is liberating to know what to do and where to begin. Many of you have maybe experienced sitting with a big blank white piece of paper, a canvas, or a piece of fabric and not know what to do. Here Dogma Rules comes in handy. When you have decided your simple rules, you know where to begin. Afterwards you can always bend or break the rules or incorporate other things. And one thing leads to the next things. Corey and I made 2 sets of Dogma Rules each and agreed to make 2 collages every week for 10 weeks. And now for the collages. The first one with the egg theme, some stitching, and a certain color scheme. All the collages are 20 by 20 centimeters or 8 by 8 inches. The number 2 Dogma Rules, you had to use and cover the substrate with 1 gelli print and make a botanical focal point. The third Dogma Rules, you had to cover the substrate with gold and make a roundish thing of all kinds of papers in white, beige, sand or brown, and a bold mark somewhere at the collage in black. The fourth one, you had to use 8 kind of different papers, a focal point made of watercolor paper with a mark that means something to you. These were the short version of the four rules, but under the video in the description box, all the 4 rules are to be seen. So now I will just flip through the rest of them. This is the egg one, a botanical one with ginkgo leaves. This is the round one with a lot of stamps. From an old map and stitching, watercolor, stitching, something from an old Chinese book, and the egg shape, the botanical one, jelly print of a real leaf, and some text and crumpled papers. This one is made of a lot of scraps in these colors and a bold mark here. This one is made of a lot of different underpapers, some tissue paper with marks on, and then it's at the top watercolor paper with marks and stitching. The egg shape with stitching and some jelly prints. The botanical one, stitches down here, and it is a piece of a thing, what do you call it? So a cyanotype, I think it's called, with a little watercolor in. Yeah. This is also one of the round ones from an old book, and some jelly prints and some fabric, and a big bold mark here. This one is made of all kind of different red papers, watercolor with stamping, and some machine stitching here. This is the egg one again. The fabric was bleached with chlorine. Some eggs and jelly prints, and again stitching. This one is the botanical one. This is real leaves. One big jelly print, stitching and stitching, and some mark making. This one is weaved with different stripes of papers on a jelly printed background, and some machine stitching and machine stitching there too. And the last one, 8 kind of different papers, watercolor paper I have cut out and painted, and some stitching there too. This is the last one, and I'm so glad I made this bunch of collages with Corey. Thank you.